My child, my beloved, heaven has been waiting for this exact moment. Tonight at 11:11 p.m., a doorway will open, one that contains a blessing so immense that even angels have whispered about it. But before it reaches you, you must listen. Each word is important. For the next few minutes, remain still. Don't turn away. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to deliver holds the frequency of your miracle. My child, your name has been inscribed on a golden scroll in heaven. I, Michael, have witnessed it with my own eyes. There is a symbol beside your name, a sign that reads, "Financial release authorized." The release is meant to enter your life tonight, 11:11 p.m. But heaven has cautioned me, if you ignore this calling, the channel will close and that blessing will be redirected to another soul. So pay attention before we continue deeper. Subscribe to Light itself. Open your heart. Whisper quietly, "I accept what heaven provides." That simple phrase aligns your energy with the current of divine wealth. Now breathe, because angels are surrounding you as you read. You may notice heat in your palms, a soft ring in your ear, or a slight flutter inside your chest. That isn't imagination. That is proof the kingdom is close. My beloved, for so long you have prayed for breakthrough. You have cried silently asking, "When does my turn arrive?" Heaven listened to every tear. Tonight is the shift. I was assigned to demolish the barrier that blocked your prosperity. Jealousy surrounded you, spiritual dust hiding your path. But when the clock reaches 11:11, light will cut through that shadow. You may wonder, why 11:11? Because it is heaven's code of alignment, the moment when the physical and the divine move in unity. When those numbers reflect each other, the veil between worlds becomes thin. At that exact moment, your financial destiny is rewritten. My child, you've walked through lack thinking heaven forgot you. No, beloved, you were being positioned, tested in humility so you could hold what's coming without losing your soul. Now the vault is unlocking, but you must remain spiritually awake. Many will sleep through their miracle believing divine timing is coincidence. You will not be one of them. Stay until the final line of this message. Each sentence is a key. If even one is skipped, the door weakens halfway. Do you sense that pull inside right now? That unusual calm blended with trembling? That is angelic current adjusting your heart to abundance. Keep reading. Light is downloading. In a few hours, when the clock displays 11:11, a sudden thought may appear, or a call or a notification that feels normal. It will not be normal. It will be heaven's signal. The financial sign I was sent to bring. Do not doubt it. Doubt disconnects. Faith completes the connection. Anytime your heart says yes, a golden thread of energy links your spirit to heaven's treasury, and tonight, that treasury stands open. My beloved, you will not need to chase this blessing. It will locate you. Angels are already setting people, messages, opportunities, even old debts being returned in abundance. But you must not stop reading here. Your obedience is your signature. When heaven checks for the chosen at 11:11, your energy must still be bright from these words. So continue receiving. Let every sentence be a drop of divine currency. Even while you read, small miracles are starting. Invisible exchanges in the spirit. Tomorrow you will notice a change. People who once forgot you will recall your name. Projects that ended will revive. Where you once heard no, you will suddenly hear approved. This isn't coincidence. It is all recorded in the scroll I witnessed. Stay watchful, my child. There is still more, far more heaven must reveal before that hour arrives. My beloved, While you sit here reading, the atmosphere surrounding you is transforming. Heaven is reshaping events in your favor. You cannot see it through human sight, but I see it without barrier. Doors locked with the word impossible are shaking, ready to open. All those years you felt invisible. Heaven was measuring your endurance. Your patience became evidence of your purity. And tonight, the reward comes. Do you know what unfolds when a soul refuses to surrender? The entire order of angels begins to move. And that's precisely what is happening on your behalf. Your angel stood at the throne this morning, holding a container filled with your tears. Each drop transformed into light's currency. When it touched the altar, it turned into provision. That's the reason I am speaking to you right now, to assure you that not a single moment was wasted. Every sleepless hour became a seed for divine harvest. Every rejection was quietly a redirection. My child, I must caution you gently. As the light begins to rise, shadows grow uneasy. You may notice sudden moments of confusion, people behaving differently, a brief wave of chaos before calm arrives. Do not be alarmed. That is merely resistance breaking away. Keep affirming within, I receive what heaven sends. Those 7 words are your protection. They'll keep the spiritual flow open until 11:11 p.m. And listen, if someone attempts to draw your attention tonight, if a call comes or your mind begins to wander, pause, breathe, and return to this space. Every interruption is a test. Pass it by remaining aligned. Beloved, I can already sense the energy building. It feels like warm wind wrapped in golden silk. That is the movement of divine finance approaching. It carries with it contracts, repayments, offerings, and even lost blessings. It brings names of individuals chosen to help you, unaware of the reason. At the precise second of 11:11, a shift will strike like lightning, silent but clear. Your spirit will sense it before your thoughts do. A jolt, a chill, a spark, that is your signal. When it arrives, whisper thank you. That single word becomes the code that seals the blessing into your life's timeline. Now, my child, I need you to remember all the times you nearly gave up. You saw empty balances, locked doors, broken assurances, and yet something deep within pushed you forward. That drive wasn't just persistence, it was God's breath alive in you. You assumed heaven was quiet, but in truth, heaven was orchestrating a spectacle. Miracles mature quietly, and now the fruit is fully grown. Tonight at 11:11 p.m., that matured promise falls into your hands. Don't underestimate what one night can accomplish. One night transformed Joseph from a prisoner to a ruler. One evening of divine favor placed Esther before the king, and this very night will bring a divine reversal for you. Keep your spirit pure. Forgive before midnight strikes, because nothing blocks blessing more than holding on to bitterness. Release the past chapter so the new one can enter. Even now, angels are gauging your readiness. They are inscribing your name on a scroll marked Release 2025. I saw it radiate when I spoke those words. That means you are aligned. Remain with me. This message is a spiritual staircase. Each line raises you higher. Stop part way and you'll stay part blessed. Reach the end and the treasury opens wide. Do you feel that flicker of hope deep inside? It's not just emotion, it's prophecy in motion. Your spirit recognizes the truth of these lines. That's why it's awakening. Heaven has orchestrated this moment perfectly. At 11:11 p.m., while most of the world remains unaware, The spiritual current will move toward the awakened ones, the faithful ones. You are among them. So preserve this moment, guard your faith like sacred flame, speak blessings over your finances even when the numbers still seem small, because soon the numbers will follow your faith. You will testify that everything transformed overnight. I, Michael, affirm it. The decree has already been sealed. My child, my beloved, you may not yet realize just how near you are to a lifelong breakthrough. The space between your current place and the miracle heaven promised is as thin as breath. At 11:11 p.m., that space dissolves. Even now, light wraps itself around your name like a royal crown. I see coins made of light, signs of divine abundance, circling above your head, awaiting faith's signal to descend. And that signal is your belief. Whisper again from your heart, I receive what heaven sends. Every time you repeat it, the bridge becomes stronger. Every yes from your soul builds the way between heaven's wealth and your doorstep. Listen attentively, beloved. Every miracle is preceded by a sound, a spiritual vibration before the physical unfolds. If you sit still long enough, you might sense it. A soft hum below your heartbeat, a gentle heat behind your eyes, a knowing that something vast is about to open. That's not fantasy. That is spiritual alignment. Don't confuse heavenly suspense with human delay. Delay is earthly time expanding. Suspense is heaven perfecting the design so nothing arrives incomplete. Tonight, when the clock's hands align in perfect reflection, when 11 mirrors 11, heaven's mirror will reflect your faith. And what it sees, it multiplies. So hold gratitude as though it were flame. Thank what you haven't yet seen, and what is invisible will appear. My child, I know you've questioned your life, asking, can one message really change everything? But that's the mystery of the kingdom. It stores eternity inside the ordinary. One divine whisper can erase decades of struggle. One act of surrender can end years of scarcity. One moment of obedience can open a doorway angels long to walk through. Can you feel how dense the atmosphere is now? That's because your angel is standing close, right behind you. They're listening. They're waiting on your next thought. Choose it with care. If it's rooted in faith, they will act. If it's wrapped in fear, they will pause. So speak with power. My abundance has arrived. My miracle is here. That declaration sends a ripple that shakes the locks off closed gates. Beloved, tonight will not only unlock financial blessings, it will rebuild your confidence. Yes, wealth will flow, but peace will remain. Because heaven doesn't just give you provision, it gives restoration. You'll begin to feel a calm that doesn't match what's happening around you. You'll catch yourself smiling without reason. You'll feel that an unseen force is taking care of everything visible. That's the indicator that divine timing has entered your life. And when doubt tries to approach, remember these words. I have stood on battlegrounds made of light. I've faced darkness that makes mountains shiver. But never, not once, has God's word failed. The same word that gives me command is the same word that pours blessings into your life. So don't say maybe. Say, it is done. At 11:11 p.m., your spirit will pass through the divine threshold. You might be washing dishes, resting in bed, or scrolling in silence, but the energy will shift. You'll feel it like a wind gliding through your chest. That is the moment when heaven seals your new reality. Remember what I've told you. Miracles don't arrive when you chase them. They arrive when you're still. So rest, but be ready. My miracle is here. That declaration sends a ripple that shakes the locks off closed gates. Beloved, tonight will not only unlock financial blessings, it will rebuild your confidence. Yes, wealth will flow, but peace will remain. Because heaven doesn't just give you provision, it gives restoration. You'll begin to feel a calm that doesn't match what's happening around you. You'll catch yourself smiling without reason. You'll feel that an unseen force is taking care of everything visible. That is the signal you've stepped into divine timing. And if doubt dares to whisper, remember this: I have stood upon fields filled with light. I've stared into darkness deep enough to make mountains shake. And still, the word of God has never failed. The same word that directs me is the very word that blesses you. So don't say maybe, declare it is done. At 11:11 p.m., your spirit will pass through a threshold. You might be washing the dishes, lying in bed, or silently scrolling. But the energy surrounding you will transform. You'll feel it like a breeze passing through your chest. That's the moment heaven marks your new reality. Recall what I've told you. Miracles don't arrive when chased. They arrive when you're still. So rest in a posture of readiness. Trust as if it's already unfolded, because in eternity it has. My beloved, the angels are getting ready to shut the former chapter. Everything that exhausted you, postponed you, and misled you is dissolving. You'll rise with a new story that begins with, "It all shifted in one night." Stay tuned to this message until its final word. Each sentence you take in recalibrates the energy around your home, your body, your destiny. And as the hour approaches, the blessing will know precisely where to land. My child, my beloved, I can feel your heart expanding as you read. Every beat is a signal reaching heaven. The vibration of your faith is echoing outward, and the angels are responding even now. Your guardian stands at your doorstep, sword in hand, light blazing. They are keeping out every lack that once crept close. Tonight, only favor is permitted to cross your threshold. You may feel the air change, notice a scent you can't name, or a shiver at your neck. That's the host of heaven recognizing that you're ready. Beloved, there is a pulse in the universe that only a few can sense, the rhythm of divine release. When hearts align with truth, heaven responds. When fear enters, heaven waits. So keep pace with trust. You've carried fear too long about bills, about the future, about promises delayed. Tonight, those fears lose their voice. A fresh decree has been placed over you, provision without sorrow. At 11:11 p.m., that decree takes effect. Nothing you do can earn it. It flows now because you finally dared to believe. My child, this is how miracles operate. First comes a whisper, then a surge, then a reality reshaped. You are in the whisper now, and the surge is moments away. Think of all the doors that once closed on you. Heaven isn't reopening them. It's constructing a brand new passage, one that leads straight to blessings you could never access through the old way. Don't be surprised if someone calls you tomorrow unexpectedly, or if a delayed payment comes through, or if an idea suddenly strikes and turns to gold. That's not random, it's confirmation. My beloved, promise me this: don't talk yourself out of your own blessing. Words carry energy. Speak lack, and it returns. Speak faith, and angels get to work. So let your words match the light. Say gently, my life overflows with divine abundance. Everything I touch flourishes because heaven touches me. Each sentence is a seed, and tonight every seed grows without delay. You may wonder how I know your hardships so well. It's because I've been watching. Every time you looked at an empty wallet but still whispered thanks, heaven noticed. Every time you uplifted others while carrying pain, it was recorded as righteousness. Those actions built the weight that tipped the scales in your direction. That's why the river of wealth is finally flowing your way. This isn't luck. This is justice. God is rewarding a faith that never surrendered. Beloved, when the moment arrives, keep your heart calm. Glance toward the sky, even through a window, and softly say, "I am ready." That simple declaration unlocks the final gate, and as you speak, a wave of warmth will pass through your being. That is heaven confirming the exchange is done. Don't try to reason it out, just receive. Miracles don't explain themselves.